Yeah. You know what I don't like? Everything about that shit. I don't like them to be the way they are. I don't like all those people out there. Like, hi, people. What's going on? What's up with your week? What's going on with your week? What's going on with your month? It's getting to be Christmas time. Getting a show out there, talking to you people. How y'all been doing? Um, Actually been a little bit busy with the planes. Um, Getting some stuff out, getting some stuff done, getting some stuff around. But you know, I just I was just like thinking, how these birds working the AX program and working on the aircraft out there, and just thinking about people in general, and like why do some of these people feel the need to like? We're not belittling how you build your planes. We're not belittling how like what you do, or like how you gonna pick on people. You know what I mean? Like why would you like not? Why would you alienate your crowd? You know, you need these people. I guess actually, the line of thinking is you wouldn't need these people, would you? Because you're dealing with a hobby, if it is that, but you're dealing with a hobby that for the most part is kind of grade schoolish. You know, I mean, everybody acknowledges it, even though most people can build it, and some people get serious about it, but we're few and far between. Although there's others of us out there, and it's like, how can you like if you're not going to alienate the kids. I mean, if they're interested in it, they're interested in it. But you may alienate the bigger picture, the adult audience that you're probably trying to gain. And if you don't gain them, if you don't keep up with that demographic, then how are you going to get followers? How are you going to get these people to maintain? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not referring to everybody. I just got things on my mind about the way certain things, and I just heard tales and stuff. And like, it's funny how if you go out in public and you talk to peeps, or not even directly, but if you're just talking to somebody like, oh, excuse me, oh, pardon me, I didn't mean to touch you there. Thank you, excuse me, like, because you brush up against them, or you go up and they just people will say excuse me if you get in their way. If they think you're in the way, they're in the way. Excuse me, I shouldn't say it that way, but then they say it like they're being nice, which is probably true. They are being nice and like, oh, it's okay, you're not in the way. I get that a lot. I guess because I think I come off as a bully. Not like literally, but it's like you're in my way kind of deal, which is mostly true. But usually when they say it, they're not. So I feel like, dude, you're wasting it the wrong time here. It's like you're not in my way. You know, you don't say it now, and I don't think that even at the time, and I don't say that. I'm just like, it's okay, no big deal. But I mean, I think those people are nice for doing what they do, and the fact that they say that and are nice enough to even think about it, and yet the thing is that's real life. You come across that in real life everywhere. People do that. Or at least I hope they do for you and people. But sometimes you come across the others, and my thing is like you find the stuff on social media. Yeah, here's that word again. But you find them on social media, like they're picking on one just earlier and talking about how everybody seems so rude. I mean, all I did was ask a question about something in town, and everybody got rude. And it's like, well, of course, because you're using social media. If you met said same person in reality out there in real life, they probably say, "Oh, excuse me," or like, "Do you need a hand?" Or chances are they're probably nice. But online, everybody's persona is a bully. Have you noticed that shit? I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'm the same way. But it's like some of these guys, girls, some of these people that come across on some of these things expect you to like, they throw it up there. And look, first of all, if you don't want an opinion, don't throw it up there. Because there's always some, like, obviously the geek boy from school, 8 over 10 of Ass Clown, who was like, it's his money, he can do what he wants with it. For example, that's just one of the many things I can think of at the top of my head. It's like, well, this is also a posted kind of environment. of social media, Facebook, Twitter, what have you. You posted it up. You didn't have to. So you must be looking for opinions because you think you're God's gift. You think that whatever you bought, whatever you did was the greatest thing since sliced bread. And then you expect everybody to follow along like sheep. So then when there's one person that's like, I don't like that, and they voice it, and it's like, well, it's his money, he can do what he wants. That person got beat up in school because that person doesn't know any better. That person's like, yeah, we know that, dumbass, duh. But again, you didn't post it on here to get, you posted on here to get positive and possibly negative, and you might get pissed off that you didn't get positive. But dude, the thing is, in real life, you establish your friends, you establish your core group of people, and the core group of people is one of the reasons why is you like a certain set of things. You get along, you see eye to eye, a lot of friends like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So you can talk these things about them, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to like everything the same. And that's why you don't hang out with them 100% of the time. Or you just can't because hey man, real life, it just sucks. Which it does, but so they talk, but you don't alienate people out there in real life. You can do all you want here because it's social. Okay, if you're selling a book and they're buying your books physically, okay, they must have worked. So now I can just talk down to these people online because whatever. But the problem is they know you. You're not hiding behind anything. You're that person online. You're the same person, that's you. So I don't understand why you alienate, why you do that. And I don't understand why these ass clowns get on there and expect you to well, check out what I did with my house and look what I bought, and expect everybody to be yeah, but you might not be part of that group, but you're part of another group. And then they get on there and post that, and you're like, well, that fucking thing sucks. I would never do that in my vehicle or my house or my kid. And they're like, well, you can't, and it just starts. And it's yeah, because everybody online is 6'5", 240, completely muscular, and goes to the gym. You notice that? Seriously, everybody's like that. Everybody's the exact same. They all I'm going to kick your ass. Yeah. I mean, never mind the fact you're probably 14. I mean, or whatever, all 63 pounds of you, whatever. That's what I mean. Use it as a sounding board to become something you're not. And I mean, I do that, but I like to antagonize because I love how these people. You can tell the whole onset of some of these people are just the responses are the same, and no matter what you say, and man, you need to chill or whatever. And then, I get it, and I've seen others get it, and that's their standard response. Maybe they've got to cut and paste it. It's funny because it's I was never not chill to begin with. I just wanted to set you off, and it worked. Look at you go. It's so funny. Just you see one aspect, you see the other aspect, and you could tell if they respond to you like that, they're the spaz. It's wow, you're gonna respond dude, I'm just sitting here chilling, decide to make a remark on something I don't normally make a remark on because whatever, and it's so fucking funny. They let loose into those guys. It's man, the internet, it's so amusing without being amusing. You don't even have to watch comedians or sitcoms or funny shit. You just watch general people going at their throats. In real life, they probably yes sir, yes sir. But it's fucking hilarious. Oh my God, what's today? Today the 19th. What y'all up to out there in the world? Is it good? Well, this is I'm sorry, this is the 20th. God damn, I'm writing December 19th or 2024. You're gonna get this 20th, but man, I mean, man, I can remember writing this when it said 85. You know what I mean? I remember it saying 85. It's been a while. It's kind of crazy. It's crazy talk right there. It's crazy talk. But you hear it our government, oh my God. I'm embarrassed for the state of our people. People have gotten so stupid. I don't know. Maybe they just do you know social studies is probably the most forgotten, when you think about it, really, social studies in general. It's funny how we have quote unquote social media, but we've forgotten social studies. It's the forgotten stepchild in school, high school, middle school, whatever, your social studies. And I don't even know, I can't say that about nowadays kids because it makes me wonder, do they study Facebook now? Because that would be a social study, wouldn't it? But like, it's funny how that really like, no, because you had to be good in math and science. And you were kind of the man, the woman, the child. You were the dude. You were the one if you knew your literature. So the big three was always that. Social studies was just kind of forgotten. Like history is like U.S. history. Nobody cares about that shit. And world history, that's so broad brushed, broad scoped. It's like you got to really narrow it down. High school, middle school doesn't do for you. Like it doesn't do for you what it, like taking it to college would be. So it's like, yeah, just dabble in it, see if you like it. If you don't like it, well, that's where you get that. And but it's funny how that's become like now social studies should be like it, considering what you put on there. Considering what you do online. It's all about social media now. So maybe you should be studying that sociality. But the thing about that is social study, again, such broad range. World history, you got to learn the world in like 1 hour of school, 180 days a year. Do you remember the Ottoman Empire? Do you remember the Byzantine Empire? Do you remember like how Kublai Khan was the man for the Mongols for like a hot minute, which was quite a while when everything, but like, that's what I'm saying. Like I can remember bits and pieces, but I never really went into it because now we're on Facebook. That's our social studies. But I digress. I'm not really saying about that. It's just like, why do we study that? Why would you give somebody that much? You should have broke down the class. I mean, there were other classes, depending on the school system you were in. I mean, you could get this globally, a whole bunch of stuff. Like me, I actually got government and practical law and psychology were like 3 because they were semester classes, not the whole year classes. So got to take a wide variety of stuff and see if I can dabble and see what I like and learn a little bit out of each something. So I'm just enough to be dangerous. That was really good stuff, but I don't understand why, like, you obviously didn't learn politics. What I'm getting at there, sorry, I'm just getting at is like people are so like ours. Nobody knows anything anymore, and nobody knows how to argue. We're just good little sheep plodding along, and like you're okay with it. The ignorant hillbillies from Alabama and Iowa and Idaho and California, like, well, they're not hillbillies. They may be the most forward thinkers, but they also think their farts don't stink, so they're kind of fucked up too. In America, this is America. I don't know what y'all's problem is in those other countries, but I'm sure there's problems. And everybody thinks, oh, it's the greatest country in the world. No, it's not. Not by a damn sight. I don't know what makes you think it is when you got these people that are so ignorant that like hate crimes and shootings in schools and can't vote for the right president when they think he's got all the answers when no president has had the answers for almost 100 years in this place. But yet nobody studied. They just think they know. Because that man meets my issues. Because I'm still the one that drops the N-word on national TV because I'm an ignorant white bastard. That's what I mean. Like, these people, it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous how they don't know anything. They don't know anything. Like, do you think of an old white, in America here, we just had the election. You think another old white male would have been up against an old white male that we're going to have to deal with another 4 years of this fuckwad? That like ignorant people seem to think was the answer. I'm not saying Harris was the answer. I'm not saying, dude, I'm just saying y'all forgot the gist of no president has been right in over like 50 years. Y'all seem to forget that. Y'all think this guy's got the answer because like 2 things work. 2 things. And then y'all like they put all their marbles in a group thinking, yeah, the president can change all that. No, he can't. One man in this country has never had all that kind of power. Now, this idiot is trying to get all of it, which is the scariest part of scary. That's why everybody's freaking out. That's why you hear about people talking, because, like, he's trying to manipulate it to make it seem like, okay, I'm going to have as much power as I possibly can. And I get it, because that way this one man really might be able to make a difference, but he's still not going to be able to do what people think he's going to be able to do, because no one man can do that shit. And the thing about it is because he did it before, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. He only was in 4 years. There's a reason why we cap it at 4 years and 8 years, because if something like that is like everything that happened that was good was probably put into motion when Obama was president. Y'all say y'all didn't like him. But like this is how bad it was, that it was a close race when we had a black female running for president against the white criminal. Which is what I'm saying. If you had the old guard where there's a bunch of racists with another old white guy versus another old white guy, whoever the other white guy was that would have been a Democrat would have won. But it's like somebody shoehorned someone in there just to make sure that the criminal won again. And the funny thing is like, I don't have nothing against Trump. But see, that's the thing. In this stupid, ignorant country now, I'm saying that, and they're just going to go off. They're going to ignore it. They'll ignore that. They'll delete that. They'll like, I'm putting you on my ignore list, blah, blah, blah. Like, I give a shit. But they say that, and it's like, well, I don't want to talk about it because nobody that votes on that one side can talk coherently. Nobody can get it like without getting lit up, without getting in an argument. And the thing about it is you didn't study in school. You didn't study politics. You ain't that good. Even if you learned it a little bitty bit. You didn't know enough to know that you shouldn't have voted for one guy or voted another because of the issues or whatever. I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's some of you that like, oh, he met on all the issues. That was really good. But like, it's a bulk majority, like one or two issues is all he's got. Let's snow over the fact that like the 40 other issues that he clashed with you on, but yeah, I stand with him on immigrants. Okay. So you're uneducated because he's not for the education system. Oh, he's taking away the Department of Education. That may or may not be a good thing or a bad thing, but like the way he makes it sound makes it sound like you better watch out because he's probably not interested in that. And he could have a point. Because I was also thinking like, well, social studies the way they were, but like seriously, what the hell do schools teach now? Any of y'all know the kids in school now? Because I really consider that. I need to talk to a teacher and actually go to school because I wonder like, what the hell can kids learn for 8 years? Nothing seriously. After third grade, what the hell do kids need anymore that they can't get off the internet by themselves? I mean, really, like I've dove down so many rabbit holes, thanks to Wikipedia and other shit, that they could dive down if they're interested in it, and that you could find their interest based on that. I mean, if you can read, write, arithmetic, you got your 3 R's right there, and maybe you know how to, like N2SO2, you can create something in a beaker, you got your shit. I mean, for real. But like, what the hell are they teaching them in middle and high school now? You can start prepping them for college, grade 5. You don't even need them other school. I don't understand. I can't fathom it. And like, how do you give them a test when they can answer it with their phones? I don't see it. Why do we still have paperwork? We got this crap. You can get your shit on this. You can get it. Like, give me my homework. I'll do it up. Turn it in. Like, what the hell? Why is there paperwork? Why do we need paper for anything? But, yeah, that's why I made this a paper play anymore because I really had some rants I needed to get out. Because, like, the government about to be shut down. Like, woohoo! Okay, so how is this going to affect me? How am I going to notice? How am I going to notice? Does it really matter? Do I really care? I don't care. I'm not going to be able to tell the difference. I'm going to still have to make a house payment, still have to pay my taxes. Still getting paid for my job because my job's not a government job. Mark, by the way, are you going to be all right? I got to worry about some of you people, but like for the most part, it's going to be like, I'm not going to notice a damn thing. Everybody's all like, oh, the government's going to shut down. So? I mean, we voted for Trump. Yeah, the government is going to shut down. People, so fucking stupid. All these people don't like the S word. We don't want socialism. Oh, we can't have socialism. Socialism is next step to communism. But you're willing to vote somebody who almost wants to be a tyrant in there because dictatorship's okay with you. But you don't want socialism. But you already have socialism. There wouldn't be a military. There wouldn't be cops. There wouldn't be fire. There wouldn't be emergency medical if it wasn't for socialism. So we borrow aspects from it. But y'all think it's a bad thing. What I don't understand. Y'all need to study because y'all are ignorant. And the problem is like, first of all, I went to school with these people because I'm pretty sure it's my grade group, my age group, that's like was leading the way, at least for the past 10 years, and like I went to school with these people and I didn't see anybody that was really that interested in shit like not a single person in my school. Seriously, in my grade, well, like 10, because you had your student body, like the class leadership. But like seriously, like I didn't see them paying attention to what Bush said or Clinton said or W said or like seriously, I didn't care. I was busy partying. So When did you become a political heretic? When did it start to matter and why? When did you take notice? Like, what made you take notice? And I'm embarrassed that, like, some of these people, like, it's people from my grade, for the past 10 years have been saying this stupid shit. When it's obvious, I know, I went to school with you. I know you didn't you don't have a clue. When did you take, you didn't take socioeconomics in college. You took English Lit. You took art. You got on a football program. What the hell are you voting for? Why are black people voting for Trump? You know what pissed me off about them? Like, now this one's brought to you by the cops, and like, or actually not the cops. This was brought to you by the DMV. I haven't had to deal with the DMV in a long time. I haven't got a ticket in a while. Like, I don't know, quite a few years anyway. But like, I'm thinking of it back on this, and it's like, what really led me to is I watched a show the other day. Somebody went into DMV, tried to get their license, and the person behind the counter at the DMV, works at the DMV, said, driving is a privilege, not a right. They love to tell you that in America, because America, the business, like, seriously, you got to pay for every fucking thing. They look forward to you making a baby so you can grow up and start paying for everything. Get in the system. They don't really give a shit. Like, no, it's not a privilege. Let me get this out there. Driving is not a fucking privilege. It ain't a right, but it's not a privilege. It's just fucking mandatory. They should issue you a license and your car when you turn 17. A little nice round middle number there. Because God knows in this fucking country, everything's got to be laid out. You got to have your giant ass house and your giant ass yard, even though you got two fucking people in one fucking house, and your work is like 50 miles away. You can't be like German or basically everywhere. That's what I'm saying. They think that's a great country because they can do that shit. When really, like, Norway, basically name the other countries, are 10 times better than here. They can bike to work. They can walk to work. They don't have to go to work. Unless, like here, your business says, like, we're going to draw down. We're going to work from home. Yeah, that's bullshit. Like, normally you go to work and you think that's quote unquote the American dream. That ain't the American dream. You think the Kardashians think that's a fucking American dream? Why do you think those assholes are here? No, but a privilege, not a right, because you got to drive to work. I don't want to fucking drive to work. I don't want to go to work. But you made it so I've got to pay for everything in my life. Like, can't have electricity so I can do this show for you. Got to be able to eat. So got to pay for that. I mean, granted, all this stuff could change. And I've really given it some heavy thought lately because this is like getting on my last straw. But it's not just the government, it's the people made by the government. Just going off about stupid shit like that. They think, like, y'all don't care. Just sheep. Just go along with it. Oh, gas prices going up, but let me buy my big ass, I get 12 miles of the gallon truck that I think is cool, but it's not really. We'll complain about it, but I'll do it because, ignorance. It's just a country of ignorant people. And driving is a privilege. No, it's not a fucking privilege. It's not a fucking right. You made me do this. I mean, it's stupid because, like, they say it's a privilege, like, we let you drive on our roads. Bitch, I paid for those roads. Bitch, I paid the cop salary. Do my taxes not cover public works and public servants, which the cops are public servants, and the road is public works. You maintain the road, right? Because of my taxes? So if I'm paying the taxes, why the fuck do I got to pay you to get any of the rest of that shit? I can do whatever speed I want to on my fucking highway. If I wasn't paying taxes, yeah, maybe I'd have to shell it out and I can understand that. But I'm already doing that shit. So you tell me it's a privilege that I'm already paying for when I've got to pay for everything else? I got to buy the car, then I got to register the car, so I pay you some more. Which is, on top of that, it's a purchase, so I got to pay taxes on the purchase. Paying to register it, got to pay for my license, got to annually re-up the registration of the car so we can drive on my roads. They're my roads. My car driving on my roads. I know. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. And like I said, believe me, I don't like this summer, of course, where I work now, I work 3 minutes away by car. You can bet your ass I bike ride a lot of times now. Don't like to walk, just takes too long, get too tired on the way there. And by the time I end up walking there, I'm like, no, I don't really want to work now. Biking is cool. But seriously, do you hear that shit? And it's like, fuck that. I can't even. No, that just pissed me off. That was the one that really set me off. That's why I want to get that out there, because I could not believe, like I said, it's a privilege. It's not a privilege. It's a privilege, not a right. Bullshit. If I wasn't a legal citizen paying taxes, I'd say you was right, but you're not right. Because I pay my taxes, which means I own that fucking road. Actually, I think the DMV is a state level government, right? Which means I pay your salary, which means I own you. Give me my fucking license. Take no test. Look, I can press the gas pedal and I can steer and I can stop. I win. Give me my car. I'm fucking stupid. The hell am I paying taxes for? I can cure that shit anyway. Anyway, I'm sure you guys don't have to. Just fly planes, man. You planes make you don't think about shit like this. Just this is good shit. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to live it, love it, like it anymore. You know what I'm saying? This is the bomb note. This is how we do. And again, like, you know, the country's great. Show me how. Show me where. I don't see it. I don't understand it. Well, we're gonna fly this one out there, but like we're getting like 7 inches of snow today. Pretty good day. And as you know, it's December 20th, so 5 days we're gonna have Christmas. Ain't gonna get above 25 degrees in the next 5 days, so I guess we're having a white Christmas. So it will be beautiful. I can forget all about this. I usually have this kind of. I don't record this normally, but I really do go on this stuff like this time of year every year. And it just so happened that show really, like I said, it got to me. Like I know anytime you take a driver's test, you go to DMV, you see something online, if you get a ticket or something, you got to wonder, like, don't I fucking pay your salary? Don't I pay for this road? Didn't I pay for this car? Didn't I pay for the tags in this car? Didn't I pay for just about everything? Why have I got to pay more? Because there's laws, like the stop sign, like the seatbelt. Dude, if I don't want to wear my seatbelt and get ejected out the window and die, that should be my right. Not yours. Not your decision to make. If I want to go 100 miles an hour, my decision to make. Yeah, it could kill somebody else. It could. You don't know. It could. But since I paid for this car and I paid for this road, I helped pay for this road, but I paid for this road, then go fuck yourself. I can do whatever the hell I want to. God damn it. And I'm really sorry I kind of went off on this. It's just like I said, I get this way about these kind of things this time of year every year. And I normally don't record it, but I had a sounding board and I just watched that show last night. So it was fresh on my mind and I had to get it out. And like, this America is the greatest country in the world. Only ignorant Americans say that. Intelligent Americans know better and the rest of the world knows better. We're a mediocre country at best. We got some things because, like, our forefathers helped build this shit up. Because it sure as hell wasn't us. We're watching it all fall apart. Our forefathers built this. They were the strong group. They were the men of reason. They were the men and women that made the country great. Then. Not now. We are the people that have just sheeped along and went along with other people while they destroyed it. That created people like Trump and the Kardashians and bullshit. Fucking murderers might have it right. I don't know. But, like, man, just be glad. If you guys are in another country, well, just be glad you are, because you're in a better spot than we are. Can't keep our military first rate. We like to brag about it, but seriously, you see some of the numbers and you wonder, like, what the hell are you talking about? We're more interested in flying our drones. Granted, our drones can launch weapons, but can only keep, like, 15% of our aircraft that actually have men in them in the air at any one given time. But the drones, oh yeah, we got this. That's why we're not worried about anything, because we think the drones are all that. Why you need to spend umpteen $1 million making the most advanced stealth fighter, when the drones can do the job like for an eighth of the price. You know how much a Reaper costs? They're like $52 million. You know how much a stealth fighter costs? You don't want to know. Oh, I mean, like the entire Like, not just the drone itself, but like the weapons on it, the entire support van group, SATCOM command link, which kind of includes a satellite. But that's out the gate. I mean, if you just want to count the drone's relatively fucking cheap. And is that really what we're counting when we count the price of the stealth fighter? Because when you think about it, you've got to count the weapons. You've got to count the person inside, his salary. I know they don't do that. The unit flyaway cost. You ever notice that? You watch them videos. You watch a video about a plane crash, and it really doesn't pertain to military folks or people interested in aircraft. It pertains to Joe Blow, who, how much did it cost me? It didn't cost you shit. Seriously, you think you get paid less tomorrow because a stealth fighter crashed yesterday? That ain't going to affect you. Why do you care what it costs? Oh, because my taxes help pay for it. Technically, it's mine. Yes, you can use that same logic that I use on the road on that stealth fighter, but I personally am not one that wants to go out and fly in that stealth fighter, so I don't really give a shit. I paid people to go up in there and fly for me and drop some bombs on people I don't like. Namely the state of California. They've been unsuccessful so far. You notice there ain't been no bombs dropped in California. They need to get to work on that. But, like, center that shit around Malibu, Beverly Hills area, or figure out where the hell all those rich fucks are living at. They get paid to do absolutely nothing. DC, I don't know. It's places. You know what I mean. But, anyway, build a plane. I built a plane. This is a Novaland. I had to get one out there. I ain't built a plane in a while. You see that? Did you watch that? I was trying to get my mind off of it. You know I was in it good because you know how I've been in the past where if I get in the building, I'm quiet. I was determined to not be quiet. Now, I don't know what I thought of first, the rant that I wanted to go on or the plane building and making sure that I could be not quiet. I don't know, but I did them both. So I was like, I got to do this show. When am I going to do this show? I'm going to greet everybody. We're going to be happy. We're going to have a show. And then this happened. So I don't know, people. Just get your roundels. Build some planes. Get the flight videos up there. Some good flight videos out there that came out past. How long's it been since I've been on there? Probably too fucking long. But there's been some good flight videos out there. Go peruse the videos. You'll enjoy that. Get some more videos out here for you on here. There's an actual hint in this. I don't know if y'all got it, but there's a hint in this, and I'm actually kind of pleased with that. I might have sidetracked you with a rant, but this was an allusion to something, so let's see if you pick up on it. But anyway, it was a good show. Was it really a good show? I don't know. Like, just check out the channel. Check out the fact that we got all these videos. Or all these people that put up some videos and need to check them out and find out why these people are trying to alienate other people doing the same damn thing they're doing. Why everybody around here is like us versus them or them versus us. So I don't even know what the hell it's about anymore. But it shouldn't be that way. Don't let it become that way. Do what you want to do. Get the hell out of here if you're in America because this place is a shithole. Everybody believes it's fun, friendly, but when it's like acting a stage. It's like a movie, you know. Like the screen that presents to the world looks pretty damn chase. It's like that's hot, but then all the people that, like you realize it's a whole bunch of peons making up that shit, and a lot of them are grumbling about their work environment, and that's how America really is. Yeah, on the outside the facade looks great, and the inside it's like tore up. Yeah, that's the way it is. Anyway, it's a good show. Get your roundels, keep them flying, watch some videos, make some videos. We'll be back with some tech.